Okay, so here we have a fun problem, I would say. We're given an equilateral triangle with a semicircle. And the semicircle has a radius that is the same as the side length of the equilateral triangle. So we know that the radius of this would be 45.6 divided by 2, which would be, I can't think of it quite off the top of my head, which would be 22.8. So the radius of this is 22.8, which we can use that to make a sector. So 22.8 is the radius of the semicircle, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to just figure out, first of all, the area of this whole semicircle. Oh, kind of drew off a little bit there. The whole area of this whole semicircle, right? Including these end parts, and then we're going to subtract them. But yes, we're finding all that area, and we can do that by, let me rewrite that, by just squaring the radius, multiplying it by pi, dividing it by 2. That right there gives us this whole area. So now we have to subtract this little bit right here twice, right? And like I said, how we can do that is by making another triangle. And if you can't tell, it's also going to be a 60, an equilateral triangle, which makes it a really easy problem. Let me write that over there. Write that 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. So what we can do with this is basically figure out that we're going to divide this by 3. So this right here, this is the area of just this sector right here, right? Oh, sorry. It's this area right, all right there, right? Including the little end piece, right? But now what we can do with that is if we subtract this triangle area, then that'll give us what this area is. And we can subtract that from the total right here, which is 816. Well, of course, we would subtract it twice. And then we would get our answer. So, in case you don't know, the quick formula for an equilateral triangle's area is the side length, 22.8 squared times the square root of 3 over 4. So, using that, we could just type that in really quickly. Times the square root of 3 over 4. This is what the area of the triangle is. Now again, we already figured out what the area of this whole sector is, which is 272. So if we subtract that whole area by the 225, which is just the equilateral section, this right here, 47.09, is the area of this little section, right? So we're going to subtract that from the total of 816, which is the whole semicircle area, twice. And we get our answer to be 722. Not a, not too bad of a problem. It was pretty fun.